Hi, this question is about the AP Physics 1 Unit 1 Kinematics, which is taken from the practice exam 2022. So you see a graph, which is the speed time graph, velocity time graph, and which one of the following describes the motion of an object? So the first one is the object is either speeding up or slowing down the entire time. So as you see from this graph, the option A is not correct. Why? Let me show you. So from 0 to 5 seconds, this shows us that the object is speeding up. So acceleration is constant during this because we see the speed is increasing uniformly over the entire time during the 0 to 5 seconds. Whereas from this 5 second to this interval of time, the speed is constant. So it means that acceleration is 0. So it's not speeding all the time. So that's why the option A should be incorrect. And during this, the speed is decreasing positively. But acceleration, as you know, is the slope of velocity time graph. So acceleration should be equal to negative. So we can call it deceleration. So during this time to this time, the acceleration is a negative constant value because the velocity is decreasing. Now the next option, the object starts and finishes at the same position. Well, if it starts and finishes at the same position, then according to this, the change in position should be 0, means the displacement covered should be 0, not the distance covered. Well, this is also wrong. Why? So the displacement is actually the area under this velocity time graph, which you can see that it is the area of the trapezium, and it is a non-zero value because if it would be only 0 if you have the same graph, same shape but inverted, then the overall displacement would be 0. But we see that the area is not 0, so hence displacement covered is not 0. It means that that object is not coming back to the same point. So in fact, let me show you the motion diagram that actually what is happening. So you see that from 0 to 5 seconds, the acceleration is positive because the force is exerted in a direction of motion, right? So it is accelerating. But during from 5 to this time, what is happening? It is moving with a constant velocity. So at that time, acceleration is 0. And what about the last segment of the motion where you see that the distance covered in every next interval is decreasing, which means that acceleration is negative because we see from the graph that the velocity is decreasing. So it means that for the entire time, it is not undergoing a positive acceleration. So that's why the option D is incorrect. Okay. But this is obvious that throughout the time, it is moving rightward. Okay. So that's why the only right answer is option C.